Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we are coming off of a bit of a chill period. We decided to take an episode off of war to mostly come over here and do a bunch of investment. Now, our castles aren't strictly speaking done, but they're well on their way. So that's all well and good. We're going to hop over here, and I think we want to think about our holy war, probably against the Byzantine Empire. And the question is, who do we want to go after? Or rather, which kingdom? Well, probably not this one. That's not great. No. No. That's not happening. Probably not. Not Italy. Burgundy, not very good. This Khanate, where is this? I don't even know where this one is. Oh, right here. Yeah, no. Not happening. Bavaria? Nope. Jerusalem? No. Wallachia. Now, that one might not be a terrible option. It's a little on the small side. Serbia. Similarly, it's a little small compared to some of the others that we could potentially go for. Croatia's, I think, possibly our best bet. That said, there's also Thessalonica, which gives us access to Byzantium. There's also the most serene Republic of Venice. Probably not going to happen. Georgia? No. Epirus? Not so much. Pontus? It's okay. It's not great. Nicaea? Again, it's okay. It's not great. I think that our best bet is Croatia here. So I think that's what we'll do. Now, we can't afford this cost, and so we will go down in level of devotion, but this is going to be a holy war, and we're going to make ludicrous amounts of piety from winning battles, so I'm okay with that. We're going to go after Croatia here. Yes. Yes, this is well understood. Okay. We're going to raise our men-at-arms, raise our levies. How many are we going to need? Quite a lot. Yeah, our sinful actions do come at a cost, it's true. So they brought in a holy order. 62k. Sounds good to me. These are not very high supply limits over here. An ally joins in, 66k. Sounds good. This is a big war, no doubt about it. This is a big, big war. When are our men-at-arms going to show up? At a reasonable time this time. That's good. That is absolutely excellent, in fact. We're going to raise until our men-at-arms show up, and once they show up, we'll see if we need more or not. Now, we are already losing supplies. That is something to be considering. But we have double their troops, in theory. So it should be okay, I think. They're sieging somewhere. Over here? I like it. Okay. We're going to be hitting their war goal. Any moment now, men-at-arms. Any moment now. 7 days. Okay. I think this is enough. Okay. We have all of our troops here, pretty much. I was hoping it'd be a little less than this, but we're going to split off our siege force. And that will, of course, be something kind of like this. Now, the question is, do we see basically their whole army over here? Yes, is the answer. We do. So we're going to send our siege force up over here to begin sieging. Now, it is possible, this is a little greedy, what I'm doing here. It is very possible that they manage to get to our siege force and stack wipe it. We'll have to be careful with our positioning, but I want these guys to actually walk down here. They'll arrive there in 6 months. They're going to take this one attrition tick here. Are we better off walking, like, through our territory? There is no crossing here. Actually, if we do this, we take no attrition tick. And we get there in basically the same amount of time. I like it. Do it. Now, do we have anything that gives our armies, like, better march speed? Any trait for that? That's not something I've really looked into in this game. Let's see. Yeah, well, that's just reckless. I expected the shoes to be that. I mean, supply duration is good, considering what we've got going on here. Jungle Stalker, Unyielding Defender, Hoarder, and Winter Soldier. Okay. Looking at the traits that are available, Flexible Leader, I think that our best bet, that's movement speed, plus 25%. If only he also had supply longevity, but I'll take it. We're going to pop him in there. We're going to put in a different leader when we arrive for the actual fighting, but we're going to use him to get over here faster. Apparently that does shave off about a month. Okay. Sounds good. How are they doing on their sieges? They're doing okay. It's not amazing. So that's great. Similarly, we're doing okay. It's not amazing. Although we do get a breach, and that will help us pretty dramatically. So that's fine. We're going to come down here and fight these guys. Crown armories were just built. We're negative on cash right now, and I don't want to spend money. So that'll have to be okay. We'll have to accept that. A rebellion is happening over here. These guys are raising up. They should be hostile to these forces, but they're probably not going to fight them, or at least they're not going to choose to fight them. So that's okay. This is definitely the vast majority of their army here, if it's not the whole army. Okay, we finished our siege up here, and we're going to make our way over. We have very little intel on what's going on over here, so this is definitely greedy. There's no doubt about it. I'm gambling that their whole army is focused over here. I haven't done the math. We could add it all up and find out, but I think this is pretty much all of it. So we're going to come in, and we are moving nice and quickly here. So we're going to arrive in just like a month. Now, these guys are going to finish their siege by then. That's okay. Our siege is set up over here and is underway. Excellent. Okay, their siege finished, and they're beginning to move. They're giving up on their other sieges, and we're going to push in over here. Now, we absolutely need a better commander here. We're going to put in this guy, and in we go. Excellent. We catch only half of their force over here. This is huge. The other half of their force is heading this way. We can try to cut them off in a bit. This is a level 3 fort. Okay. Is this a stack wipe? I feel like it is. It's not quite, but it's exceptionally close. I'm going to leave a small force here to siege this back, and these guys, they are going to head up over this way and see about chasing down this force. I was hoping that they would go up north of this mountain range. Looks like that's not going to happen. I think that we should put in our maneuver leader again while we work. I meant to grab the scroll bar while we work on this. This guy's a maneuver leader. He's not the same maneuver leader, but it'll do. And yeah, we'll take that back in 4 months. So that sounds good. We're at 29% right now, and we're going to continue our sieges over here. Of that, 21% came from that battle. So that's excellent. We're moving forward here. And in fact, we're going to catch this force. These guys are still chilling over here. I have a sneaking suspicion they're running at our siege force, which would make me sad, but this will be a stack wipe. Excellent. And we're going to make our way up over this way. Now, that was with our bad leader, but that's fine. We're 35%, and this will be done in 3 months. That's great. We're above our vassal limit again. Hilarious. Okay. We're actually going to siege over here. No, they're not. They were just delaying while they were dealing with that hostile force. Okay. Sounds good. We're going to make our way up over here. We'll arrive there in 3 months. Yeah, it's a while. No doubt about that. They're not moving optimally, but we're going to have to pull back here. We can finish this siege, but then we have to leave. We knew that this was always an option. We knew that this was greedy, and we're just going to have to respect that. Sounds good. So we're out of there. These guys are basically out of supply, and that was always going to be a thing as well. We're going to make our way up and see if we can capture some of this. We'll arrive up here in 41 days. These guys are going to continue disappearing into the fog of war. We want to make absolutely certain here that our siege force does not get stack wiped. Our siege force can now begin to turn back around and make their way back, because we're going to fight some of these. We're going to pop in a better leader. There we go. And it looks like the Byzantines are thinking about fighting us here. That's foolish. Granted, we are out of supplies, but this is very foolish on their part. They're going to pile in, but it's too late. They lose this battle. The question is, do we stack wipe? And I think the answer is probably not. Now, we are negative in cash right now, and we do have a perk available. We should definitely take War Profiteer right now, bumping up our income by 10%, making that much, much better. Okay. So at this point, these guys need to back off and resupply. We've largely defeated the Byzantine army, although I think we got stack wiped over here. Yeah, we did. That's fine. We took that back, and they're going to have to siege that. Nope, just come on up. We need to resupply right now. So we're going to split this, and then we're going to split this again. We're just going to need to split a bunch of these and let our soldiers resupply a bit. So we need to go down to at least like 10k stacks. At like the very most is going to be 10k stacks. Yeah. So this is going to be pretty rough. Some of these are going to be taking attrition in these areas. Some of them will not. Like these guys, they're not taking attrition. They are resupplying. These guys, they are resupplying. These guys will be taking attrition, so they'll need to split. These guys are taking attrition, so they'll need to split. These guys are not taking attrition at this moment. They probably will later, but these guys will need to split. These are doing okay. These are doing fine, and these will need to split. Okay. No, don't go that way. Come out over here. There you go. So we're going to head up over here. We're at 64% war score right now. We're 3 vassals above our limit, which is unfortunate, but that's fine. These guys are still taking attrition? No, they're not. They just need time to update. Okay. There we go. We're resupplying. We can see the Byzantine army is on its way. So we're going to group up over here. Pile on in. And let's get moving. Yeah, that's what I thought, Byzantine army. Get out of here. So we're going to select everyone except our seizures, which I think is the second army here. Yes, so we're going to deselect those. Everyone else is going to pile in over here. Now, this is not super efficient, but in we go. Now, are we currently capped on Battle War score? No, we're not. Although we probably will be after this. Okay. This siege has been won. We're going to make our way up over here. These guys did not re-siege that. Okay, sounds good. This is going to be another big rout of the Byzantine army. They're not going to get stack wiped, almost certainly, because we were not grouped up when they came in. Okay. So, from here, do we want to pursue them? I feel like we do. I'm not sure where they're retreating to. They're coming out over this way? Sure. Let's go ahead and put in a maneuver leader. which would be this guy would do. And we're continuing to chase them. They're a little faster than we are on the retreat. That's to be expected. Ah, the rest of the Byzantine army is up here. Excellent. We didn't know that. They were in fog. But this is very good to know. We're going to make our way up. They formed a new alliance. That's okay. We're at 73% right now, and we're back up to religious icon, by the way. That's hilarious. We're going to make our way up here, and we're not actually going to catch these guys. This movement will result in a lot of attrition. We are going to catch them here, though. Right before we go in, right now, we're going to swap over to our better leader. And actually, that means that we don't catch them. Oof. Okay. Well, we're going to take a bunch of attrition, but that's fine. We don't actually mind that right now. Jerusalem did indeed join the war. This is unsurprising. Fascinating. Ooh, extra fascinating. I'm going to let them lock in here. We're going to move up to here. Yes, we're going to take attrition from that. That's okay. Now, we are currently maxed from battle war score, so we're not going to get any war score from this battle, but we may get some captures. That would be excellent if we did. And this siege is going to be finishing up. Do we have ticking on our side? No. Urbanization was just discovered, and we have an empty chancellor slot. We should definitely put this guy in there. So what is exposed after urbanization? It's not great. Okay. We don't really care, is the answer. We don't care about that at all. Okay, so we defeated them there, and we're going to pull back to our territory. Naturally. We are making money now that we lost quite a number of troops. That's probably for the best. We're at 80% war score, make that 84. The Byzantines are down to 20,000 troops. That's great. So we're going to hop over here, and we're going to split up and resupply a bit while they're retreating. Now we're quite a ways. Actually, we're going to want to head up over this way. Reason being, we want to be closer to our siege force. They're retreating actually only to right here. Fascinating. Wait, they're walking into us. What? Okay. Are they just done with this war? Like, what are they doing? Why would they do this? I'm so confused. These guys are going to lock in here. We stack wiped their 10k stack. We captured her husband, but he isn't actually an important prisoner. Hilarious. 30 days left. That's another stack wipe. They have 9,000 troops left. And that's it. And the Jerusalemite troops are running down our siege force right now. This is spicy, but they're actually not going to go for it. They should. They should attack us here. In all honesty. We're at 88%, and we're going to head down over here. These guys, they're now going to turn around, and they want to fight the Jerusalemite force. That is the majority of the total soldiers that are left here. They have 50 trebs, so, I mean, we're going to be massively, massively out-sieging them. 5 months there. 42 days here. Granted, there's probably a fort level differential there. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and grab our maneuver leader again. Get over here faster. Excellent. 20 days on this fort siege. Ticking war score is not on our side yet, sadly. But we do have the battle war score. 300 gold. We'll try to make a deal here. We did make a good deal. Okay. So, I mean, we are in the negative right now. We can demand a few payments, and that's probably something that we should do. Like, these are not going to be tremendous, but they'll help us work towards getting out of debt, which will help our army morale. Okay. There we go. That did help. Our heir is unmarried, and we should do something about that. We want to find just someone with the best stewardship who also isn't this old, unfortunately. This person will probably do. It's not great. Okay, so up we go. We are at 96% war score right now. And we will arrive up here fairly soon. This siege will likely end the war. This battle will not, to be clear. This is just to prevent them from taking this back and clawing back a little war score. So that's great. Yeah, that's right. Get out of here. Excellent. There we go. The Jerusalem army is destroyed. And there's our siege here. We're at 99% war score. That's an oof right there. We're going to go fight this army, and we'll siege this down 50 days until the end of the war. Okay. So we're going to get a big chunk of the Byzantine Empire here. That's excellent. These guys, they're no longer relevant. We do get a new stewardship perk. We're going to take Hergeld. Actually, we should have taken it as my domain. That would have gotten us out of debt faster. You know what? We could reset perks because we have Groomed to Rule. Let's do it. We're going to take Thoughtful again and Defensive Negotiations again. We're going to take Groomed to Rule, and we're going to take Befriend. Then, in the stewardship tree, we are going to take Meritocracy, Large Levies, Golden Obligations, War Profiteer, It Is My Domain, and Hergeld, and Detailed Ledgers, and then probably going to take Chains of Loyalty. I like it. That seems solid. Now we're going to extort our subjects. Why take a little when I can take a lot? And we're almost out of gold, just like that. And let's go ahead and punch somebody. Fantastic. And we're no longer stressed either. Beautiful. We're going to let this siege finish. These guys, they need to be put down, absolutely. We're looking weak on paper right now. And that is something that we are concerned about. But there we go. War is won. We will enforce those demands and disband our troops. Excellent. Of course, these titles need to be granted out. And so we shall. We're not going to give this to our son and player heir. But otherwise, there we go. Okay, so all of this needs to be... What is the kingdom titles situation right now? Let's see here. Kingdom of Croatia is not yet created. So we need the gold for that. We're going to be pretty far above our direct vassals until we get that Kingdom of Croatia. And of course, we're going to give that to one of our lesser powerful kings. Like perhaps this one would be a good target for that. He's not too far away, but he is going to be a little interesting for sure. We can transfer this count, and that is definitely something that we'll do. That will help us a bit. And we can demand payments and modify contracts. That's something that we will certainly do. We'll go for some feudal taxes for right now. And we'll also go for some feudal levies. Beautiful. Did I not use a hook for the first two? I didn't. I'm dumb. Okay. Well, we've got some tyranny. Okay. My own fault, for sure. He can pay us 2 gold. Sure. That'll do. As soon as we have the gold that we need over here, we will... Actually, I want to check into the status of our High Shaman. He can get higher up there. We'll go ahead and work on swaying him. Excellent. Once we get our gold, we'll make this. And he immediately abandons his scheme. I like it. Hilarious. So there's definitely some border gore up here that needs to be cleaned up. There's no doubt about that. That is a thing that needs to happen. But what we need more than anything is a little bit of gold. And we need like 2 month ticks to go by for that. So that'll be fine. And when are we going to get windmills? That's going to be in 10 years. Okay, so windmills will help us pretty dramatically with that debt issue that we had in this war. Now, to be clear, we raised up more troops than we needed to, and this war could have been more efficiently run. There's no doubt about that. But windmills will also make this a little bit more economical. Situations like this, I mean. So we will go ahead and create this kingdom right now, while I'm still thinking about it. And the Kingdom of Croatia, as I said, will go over to this guy. He'll become a double king. So he gets the Khanate of Croatia, and 13 vassals go with. Excellent. We'll also see if he'll convert. Only a 3% chance. We'll see if that works. Fantastic. So we're 4 direct vassals above. And we'll see how that ends up going. He did actually convert. That was a 3% chance. That's insane. Okay, I like it. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we are going to focus in, probably for the rest of this guy's life, on cleaning up some border gore. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.